Hey everyone, it's Dana. I am so excited to be on with you tonight. I have about 11 different things. I don't know if we're going to get through all our play tonight, but we're going to have some fun doing it. I have tonight, like last week, we're going to do, last week we did some comparisons on the ink pads between Close to My Heart and Stampin' Up. Their Stampin' Up product is new to me, and maybe it's new to you too. And so we're gonna go back and forth and just kind of show everyone the differences between them. So last week we did ink pads. Tonight we're going to do embossing and die cutting. The Stampin' Cut Emboss is both of them. They have a regular size and a mini, but both of them are on sale. So I thought, you know, that's probably smart if I kind of learn how to use it myself, and so that way I can share what I learn about it. Again, I've got probably too much on my table to get through, but we're gonna have fun anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the camera. We're gonna be looking down. If you have questions or comments or anything, please, by all means, even if I don't get to it or catch it while I'm playing, because I'm easily distracted, I will promise you I will go back and after and do it then. Okay, so I'm gonna switch forgive me, I'm gonna switch the camera, and we are just gonna go so we can see the table. And hopefully, I even moved I have the white plastic table over here, and it was just bouncing so much. I thought that's not gonna be fun on camera, so I moved to the heavy duty, the industrial table. For what we're gonna do, I think it'll work better, and maybe it won't bounce so much as we are rollering, but I thought it'd be important for you to see it just as is. I haven't had this, and I honestly didn't get the Close to My Heart one either. I have an electric one. If you've ever been to my house, I have a big, giant, heavy-duty electric one. I can't take it anywhere because the stinking thing's so heavy, but it's got a set measurement of what it can roll. I should have showed you before I flipped the camera. And so I can only do regular embossing folders. I can't do the 3D ones. I have to even be careful because it literally only goes forward and back, and that's all you get. But for heavy duty work, if I'm doing a lot of prepping, right, for you guys, it's awesome. It really does the job. But, you know, like many things in life, the company has gone out of business, so they don't even have it anymore. So I can't even recommend it when people like it. I'm like, nope, you can't get it. But so super excited to get this, to see what the fuss is about, because there is a lot of clamoring. There's tons of reviews on this machine. You can Google this one. Like, it literally is well known. And I thought, you know what? That's pretty brilliant. I want to see what it's all about so I can share with you guys. I thought that'd be really fun. Again, it's the Cut Emboss. Literally grabbed this and went, okay, well, there must not be much to learn. And honestly, there isn't. You open it up. Hello, Dee. You're going to put the handle together. That was literally the only assembly. They give you an Allen wrench, and then it just opens up. It's got these really thick platforms that you can actually feel when it clamps down. Like, it's heavy duty. And then, of course, right? It's good. I like it. It doesn't seem to move at all. It's got some, whatever that is, foam, rubber gaskets probably on the bottom that keep it from moving really at all. So I didn't have to hold on to it while I was rolling, but I'll show you. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's so many projects, you guys. Seriously, my table is full of things to play with. So let's start. Let me do one. Actually, let's do the comparison first. Here's what it comes with. And I really actually, there's a functionality of this that I absolutely love. So you've got your base plate. They're all numbered. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. This is everything that comes with it. And look, on the base plate, actually even on number 2, they give you the instructions. And this is it. These are your sandwiches. Right? So if you're doing die cutting, it's 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. If you're doing regular dies, it's 1, 3, 3. And if you do the 3Ds, it's 1 and 4. And that's it. I love that. I love the simplicity, because trying to turn dials, trying to find, you know, to figure it out on your own, I'm so thrilled that they put it on the plate, right? So then every time I forget, because I absolutely will, and again, this is the die cutting. 2 is only used on the die cutting, so it's on 2 as well. So I mean, just bravo for this one. It's good. And it even continues to tell you, like, place the die cutting edge down. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for telling me all the things. No, I've never cut a magnet sheet or cut the plate that I wasn't supposed to. Yes, actually I have. So I'm thrilled. The more instruction I get, the better. But this is what you get. Comes with everything you need. You don't need anything else. And they offer it in a mini. I didn't get the mini because honestly, I wanted something that I could, right? I can take to crops. I can take to camp this fall. I can move it. I can use it. I kind of like that I can move it around the room. My other one is stationary because it's plugged in. This one can go wherever I go or just even out of the way, as you'll see. So, okay, we've got our plates. This is, okay, hang on. This is an example of one of the Close to My Heart dies. This is actually one of my favorite dies. I don't remember the name. I took them all of the packages and I just have them like this, right? This is our flower die. You can see what it looks like. We're going to run it all through. We're going to see the differences between them on actual paper. This is one of their brand new 3D folders. This one's called Layered Florals. Here, let me show you because I always forget to do that. This is Layered Florals. It looks like this on the package. And remember that number, oh, nope, I can't find the number. So I guess you don't get to know. Sorry about that. Oh, there it is. 162935. Okay, beautiful even on the package. You're kind of like, oh, I want to play with it. Super thick. Like you're going to notice the difference right away. And yes, I already warped it. I didn't use this machine. I used it in a different one. And I didn't break it. It still works. But yeah, I pushed too hard. But it is what it is. It'll work. It'll work. Okay, so regular. We're going to use what it tells us to use, actually. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. And just the same, I have to assume that same rules apply, that you want to flip your plates over, move them around so that they get warped, not in just one spot, right? You got to flip them over, move it around, do it differently so that your plates stay even. I'm sure that's absolutely the same. I can't imagine that that's any different. Okay, so here's our paper. Gonna go in. I grabbed what was under my table, so most likely it is Close to My Heart paper. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3. We've got a regular folder. It does say on the instructions, hinge first. So we're gonna follow the instructions because we are rule followers, and we're gonna run it through. I'm gonna try not to run the camera because, sorry, I'm not making it. Did I not do that right? Oh, that's right. I did this once already. Forgive me. This folder is too thick. And I don't know why it's too thick. So what I ended up doing was just taking a shim. I used a shim, and which one did I use? It wasn't the black one. Maybe it was just this one. Maybe it's those two. I should have written it down. Yeah, it went through really, and I was like, I don't know if this is embossing because it's not too hard, right? And it actually works, actually, really nicely, right? So I was like, okay, I don't know why. I mean, it says, this is what it's supposed to be. So, okay, anyway, and then we're going to do, hang on, let me set it aside. We've got to get our 4, and let me check. We're going to do 1 and 4. Oh, I'm setting these everywhere. I'm never going to find them again. So 1, we've got our 3D embossing folder. Same color paper, same paper. 4. And now we're going to shove this one through. You can see it's pretty smooth. Like, I know, I'm sorry it's shaking the camera. We're going to have a lot of shaking tonight. But look at that. Crazy, right? Like so the difference in the embossing is huge. You can see it on the actual folder. Like when they say this one's a 2D folder, it really is, meaning by 2 dimensions. It's flat and it's indented, and that's it, one level. This one is 3D, meaning it's, I don't know if it's exactly 3, but it's definitely multi-dimensional. There's not just one depth, right? It's all over the place in its pattern. So it's just really fun because it creates such a difference, right? You can just see it. This one looks 3D. It looks like it's jumping off the paper at you. So super cool, very different because we've never had that before. And now here is, I took the, because there's so much depth to it, right? I took the deboss side. The one that's puffed up is the emboss side. The one that is actually depressed is debossed. And I just smeared ink across the top. Now, next week, I promise you, we will use ink and folders and we will make a card with it, okay? We're gonna actually play with ink. But tonight I've got so many other things to show you, I don't think we're gonna get through it. So let me keep going, but I will show you. I did this cute little card, again, just plain white card. This is with one of their new dies, a little bit of glimmer paper, matching ink, and I smeared it on top. Like super simple, but love, love, love. And then on the front side, this is also, oh here, hang on. Oh, there's more. I took 3 different panels of cardstock. I even used the tape on the back, and it doesn't show through, which I love. And then I put it on white and ran the whole thing through. And look at how fun that embossed. I love that it looks like it's all one piece, kind of sherbet it, right? Sherbet. A little bit of spumoni there and a card. And here is the finished card. How fun is that? Okay, I'm gonna move this just for a second because I didn't glue it completely down. So I want to, I've got it close, right? I've got it close. It's not exactly, let me see if I can get you, oh, I can't get you any closer. Oh, nope. There's no getting closer today. Okay, I'm just gonna have to hold it up so you can see it. But it's got these little dies that came out of one of their little die sets. And I actually took this piece and this piece for one, and I cut it in half. And I thought, well, awesome, I'll get bang for my buck, right? And then I stamped first, and then I've got my little die. We're gonna cut it out in a little bit. So you can actually see the difference between ours and theirs. But right now, I wanted to show you because another fun new little glue is just called Fine Tip Glue Pen. Not joking. It's just called Fine Tip Glue Pen, and it comes with the tiny tip. And I wanted to tell you, I don't even have ours that was like this. We had a glue top tip, right? That we could put it on our liquid glass. And I actually ended up throwing it out because every time I used it, the little pin would get gluey and stuck, and it made me crazy. This one is actually finer than that one, just FYI. But boy, if you want to get in tiny places like this, like I'm gonna show you if I can get up close enough. Look, like it is the tiniest bead of glue. Look, I think it actually even goes out of focus because it's so little, but this is the bomb. I thought, you know what, for tiny little pieces or letters or skinny things, this is great. And the only thing I would advise you to do is just like ours used to be, because they have that little crazy fine tip. You need to pay attention and close it up, you know, when you're done. Okay, we're gonna tuck him under there, and I'm gonna hold it down just for a second. And then I've got this with just some dimensional foam tape on the back, and I'm gonna put him on the front, and we'll just finish it, right? But I love that for that little tiny leaves. And now here's the challenging part, especially when you have glasses. I'm gonna try, oh, look at me matching it up. And then it just slides in. It's actually tighter. You can feel it go in, which ours, remember, it wasn't like that. Like, I think you're actually gonna really like this. I think I'm gonna really like this. I wanted to like the old one, but it just didn't work well. And I don't like to use things that don't work well. So I tried this and I wanted to share. I'm like, hey, they're gonna love this. This is pretty cool. Again, fine tip glue pen, and That must be the number 138309. Like, that's really cool. So anyway, that's neither here nor there tonight, but I thought you would enjoy that tip. Just another little teeny comparison. Okay, so let's get our machine back and not jar the camera. And now I'm gonna look to the, let's see, let's do the die cutting first. Okay, I told you last week that this one was one of my favorites. It does the whole, forgive me, mini alphabet is called, and it does the whole alphabet at once. Okay, love this bad boy. Perfect for titles, for words, for literally anything you want. Okay, so I thought, well, I ran it through with white, like that's fine. You could color it or ombre it or whatever you want. But then I ran the whole thing through with this rainbow color paper. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool if you just use the negative, right? No joke. So this is fun. So I did that so you could see those. And then I went back to say I probably need to show you what they look like, because even if you just got, this is Full of Life 6x6 DSP designer paper, and it's 163357. Even if you just got, I feel like a commercial, 163357, like that one on TV. Even if you just got these to do letters, totally worth it. Not joking, totally worth it, right? These are gorgeous, and you could make them. I was so surprised at how different they look after you run it through. And mind you, I should have picked white so you could see those colors a little bit better. I honestly should have thought to put it on something different, but I thought, let's, for fun, I know it won't be completely, but let's run it through on the white side and see what that looks like. Or let's do it on this one with those blues and purples. I don't know if we should go, maybe we should go like this way. Anyway, let's grab our plate and see what we can do here. So we're gonna die cut. So it's 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, no 4. Okay, 2, 3. Okay, this is our cutting plates, and then we're gonna put our paper. I'm just gonna kind of go like that and see how it comes out. We don't know. It's gonna be good. Okay, ready? Push it up. This is gonna be fun. I'm just a little surprised at how smooth it is. It's not hard. It does make a popping sound at the end, but I think they all kind of do that. Okay, let's see. It's like a surprise party. All right, hang on. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I wonder if I can get him. Hang on. I can't do it with my left hand. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. Oh, one's stuck on there. Okay. Oh, and that was a good side too. I wasn't paying attention. Look at that. Okay, I'm in. These are fun. You could do so many fun things with these, right? I want all the paper, all the letters in all the rainbow colors, right? How fun is that? So even just the, here, hang on. You know I can't, you know I can't leave those there. Yeah, I'm just not gonna, here they come. Oh, I don't have to do it right now. Look, I'm gonna have to go do that before I'm done. Isn't that so fun? And just like half of the sheet of 6x6, so you could probably get 2 runs if I'd pushed it, you know, toward the middle more. But love that idea. Love that you can have all those letters literally in one swipe. So, and in all those rainbow colors, like I just hadn't even thought of that. Like, that's so fun, right? Oh, so good. Okay. All right. Put that away. They have 2 of them. I don't think I realized that there were actually 2, and they are a little different. These are, well, we're going to open this one. Full of Life is rainbow on one side, and then it's white patterns on the other. And this one is Bright and Beautiful. Let's see this one. What is this one about? And I know there was a reason I got it, right? Oh, okay. This one is Oh, that's fun. This one actually has designs on the back, but some more maybe ombres. That's fun. I don't mind that. Oh, look at those. That's fun. Look at, oh, that's pretty. Oh, you could do fun stuff with these. These would be really cool letters. See, now my brain is just full of letters. Oh, love that. Okay, so there's 2 sets, and they're similar, but not same. Similar, but not same. Okay, put those aside. And this we did, so I'm going to move it out of the way a little bit. And let's do, all right, one of the differences that I noticed pretty quickly with their stamp sets, their stamp and die sets, is you get, right, like this one is a cling set. It's actually a rubber set. It's Adventurous Sky. This is the one that has airplanes. And like I actually, somebody else Carolyn, I think, pointed it out to me and showed me that the dies inside, our sets always just had a die that cut the image that was stamped out, right? That was the purpose. You stamped it, you cut it out. That was the answer. There was nothing else in there except that. For these, they have different things in there, and that's really fun. So even if you're not a stamper, even if you don't want to do this, don't shy away from the dies, because the dies often have standalone images. Like this plane that's right here is not a stamped image. It's a standalone, meaning that the clouds, right? The clouds, all of that can be used all by itself. But that's really different. It gives a lot more value to the die set. Look at what I made. Oh, I used the silver paper, the silver cardstock. And then, can you see that? I did the propeller. Right? So much fun. Now, I cheated and cut a little piece out of their packaging and made the propeller. Like, so much fun, you guys. And I love the idea that I can make this to go in any color I want. Any cardstock to go on a layout. I mean, it's absolutely layout sized. You can see it by my hand. It's pretty good size, right? So just so fun. So don't shy away from the dies, even if you're one of those that really doesn't want to stamp. There is use out of them for sure. Look at that. Here's another. This is the opposite, right? I did make a propeller for this one, but you get to see that you get both sides when you cut it all out. Okay, let's do some. This is one of their regular. This one's called Wanted to Say, and it's just a word set. I thought it was a good word set. Let me find it. I've got it open already for us. Yeah, it's just words. It's happy birthday. I think that says celebrate, right? And they have a mat and the letters, and then they've got all of these other little, you know, hearts and looks like a present, a flower, a bow, different types of things. But okay, I wanted to try the glitter paper, and I was really excited that I did. Okay, again, we are die cutting, so it's 1, 2, 3, 3, and I'm repeating that honestly for me. you would remember, but I'm gonna struggle for a while. And here we go. I guess I could just roll backwards if I wanted to. I don't have to go all the way through, do I? Okay. It's hard to show you in this place where I don't have, right? Okay, so here's our die, and here's our piece. You can hardly see it in there. So let's start to, actually, I'm gonna move this over just for a hot minute here. I've got this, whenever you're working with one that's a little bit finer, right? You always have the pieces that get stuck in there, you know? And letters often do that because they're tiny, and this one is no exception. It's actually coming out really well. You can see I'm not pulling or doing any of that stuff, and I didn't struggle to run it through either. It comes out nice. But they have this thing, and I thought I should try it. They have this thing called Take Your Pick. So it goes with that Take Your Pick tool, and this is the die brush tip. So it's made to be used with the dies, and it comes with this brush head, and it's got 2 pieces of this pretty thin, dense foam. Like it's not a super thick, you know, like when you sleep on, they're really hard. This is somewhere in the middle. So we've got this foam, and you've actually got 2 of them, which probably will last you a lifetime. And then, I don't know, we're just going to try the brush. I kind of wanted to see if it worked. So, I don't know, let's do it. Let's see. Yes, I know I can put the tool on it, but, oops. I wanted to see if it actually would work without too much effort because, you know, I'm kind of a low effort person. Oh, look at that. Okay. I'm kind of liking this. Oh, I missed one, but I'll be darned. That's pretty fun. That's pretty cool. And look, they just collect on here. And then, oh, this one has a bunch in the middle. Let's see how it does. Let's see. It's like kind of vacuuming on your dies. And they kind of come out on the foam. And then look. Okay, that's kind of fun. That's pretty fun. Right? And then I can just dump this in my garbage. And I didn't even put it in the tool. Like, that's pretty fun. Oh, weeding. Love the brush. Okay, so that is an example of what their letters do. It cut really nicely. I truly have no complaints about this. It worked well. It could be used on honestly, a page or a card. It's decent size. It's kind of a medium. Happy birthday. So, yay. And I love this. This is fun. This is a cool little tool that we never had anything like. So yay for the take your pick die brush tip. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you number 149655. Love that. That's a fun gadget. Okay. So we did this die. And then, well, wait, there's more. I feel like the gadget guide tonight. But wait, there's more. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to let you know, and I'll show you really quick. We probably don't have to run it through, but they're dies of an image, a stamped image, if you will. You'll be able to see it on this. I'll show you. I cut this one out, and remember how we used to be able to cut the white out first and then go back and stamp. So sometimes at our camp weekends, right, I would have the shape cut out and then you come back and stamp it. This one, we'd have, help me with the, I bet it was about 1/8 of an inch, maybe even a little bit bigger white border. And that allowed you to do it either way. These aren't like that. This is much, much closer. Actually, I don't mind it at all. It's kind of nice. It's a 1/16 of an inch, so teeny, teeny, tiny. This would work really well for when we want a paper piece. For instance, he had a bear and he's got a shirt and you want to stamp it in the plaid, then you use the die to cut it out. You wouldn't have to trim. Remember how we used to have to trim those? Like, I don't think you'd have to because it really cuts out right on the image. It's kind of fun. So now here is that stamped image and here is the die. And you could tell because when you get it lined up, well, if I can get it lined up, there isn't any white. Like you are literally lining the edge up with where the color starts. So it's not hard at all because honestly, you're matching the color, but I just wanted to share that that is absolutely a difference between our Close to My Heart dies and the Stampin' Up! Dies. They're just trimmed closer. So just FYI, that's why you'll see all the demonstrators stamp first, then cut, right? Stamp first, then cut. Okay, now here is the princess of the group. They have, let me get it lined up right. We're going to do a 3D word set that also cuts and embosses. Okay, I couldn't wait to get our hands on it. So it's a 1 plate and a 4 plate. Okay, it is called Thoughtful Moments Hybrid Embossing Folder. Okay. Hybrid embossing folder. And it is different. It really is. We never had anything like this. It's a word set. They also have it in the seashell. Oh, that's one's fast. Seashell Wishes is also one. But here you go. You've got this. We're going to try it in the rainbow paper. I think that'll be fun. You get an embossing folder and a die. Now, I'm guessing a little bit on some of this, so bear with me if I don't have all the details figured out on this. But I want to try it with the machine. So we're going to try it with the machine. And here's what I figured out so far. You take the cutting edges here, you can feel it, it's sharp. And you take the left side, right? The label goes up just like on Close to My Heart. So Stampin' Up! Label goes to the front. You open up the folder and you move this until it locks into place. Once you get it in place, you cannot move it. Like it locks. It really does. Like it sticks out enough that it just clings onto it. Okay, which is awesome because then you're gonna take your paper. Should we do this paper or this paper? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. Okay, you put this paper and then you close it and you run it through. Where's my 4? Put my 4 on top. Now this one absolutely is gonna pop because it's thick, and you put hinge side toward the front. Okay. Oh, this is a lot. Let's see. I probably have to hold this one. Okay, now it's going. Just the beginning. It's thick, and I'm positive this is gonna pop because it's so thick. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, now we've got our 4, and here comes our. And the fun part is you can see it, it embosses it and cuts it in one swipe. Stop it. Oh man. And they're rainbow. Stop, that's so cool. Oh, look at that. You make me happy. Okay, this should be on everybody's list. And that 6x6 paper. How flippin' fun is that? Oh, thinking of you. Oh, happy day. Like, oh, I love this. Oops, lost one. Thank you. And mind you, you can have these in plain too, right? It can be whatever it is, but wow, how fun to have all of these. They're embossed so well, they're stuck in there. Love you. Oh, happy day. You could use these on so many ways. I love this. Love. Okay. So that was the rainbow paper and this brand new 3D hybrid folder that does all the things. Let me show you what I did earlier. Because I wanted to play just like that. I wanted to make sure I could do it before I got on camera. So this was just a different sheet of the rainbow paper, and they really show up on the white so you can really see that. Like, is that not crazy? Okay, who's saying, I can't see your name, gosh darn it. It says, you're making me drool. You should have seen me. Well, you should see my table. There are projects lined up from the east to the west as far as long as my 6-foot table is. I can't hardly stand it. Now here's some different ones. These are the rainbow paper, of course, and these are 2. I took candy apple red. I had it handy on my table, so I took red and smeared it on top just to see, and it works fine. Honestly, it works fine. And then I just did the black, and this is actually the black memento that Stampin' Up! Sells. It is very similar to either our archival, not the basic black. The basic black was water. I don't think I would use that one, but the archival one would be very similar. Memento is a solvent-based black, and it's brilliant. It's what we used to have. We had it years and years and years ago. But look at how fun that is that you can actually just smear some ink on the top and outline those letters. Now, this one was really fun, and this was literally just an experiment. How the best crafting happens, isn't it? This was the folder, and I actually drew with one of their Stampin' Write markers. Now, they have 2 different types of markers. One is the blends, and those are like our tri-blends. Like, they're very similar. Those are alcohol markers. These, we haven't had these in years. We used to have water-based markers, and that's what these are. These are the same ink as in their ink pads. So everything matches, it's water-based, and what it allows you to do are some techniques that you can't do with the alcohol markers. And one of them is coloring on plastic, right? You color on the folder itself. I breathed on it with my mouth, right? A little warm air, and then I closed it up and ran it through. And this is what comes out. And I actually really like it. It's not a solid, but I kind of like the speckly look. It almost reminds me of like blue jeans. It would be super, super cute. You could experiment with it. If I did it twice, maybe you'd get a more solid image, but I don't dislike it the way it is. So that's kind of fun. And these have a writing. You could get these just for journaling. right? They've got a writing tip and a paintbrush tip. Again, we used to have these all the years ago, so it's kind of fun to have something back that you know how to play with, right? And I love that they use the re-inkers because that's just more value, right? Just more value when you can use something for two different things. So, okay, so the same letter set, just with some ink on white. So cool. Like, I'm telling you, it's so much fun. So much fun to have some different things, right? Different stuff. Okay, so we did the regular letters. This is the regular happy birthday, remember, on glitter paper, but this is like a normal embossing die cutting folder. And then we've got the 3D crazy hybrid, and that one again is Thoughtful Moments. And I don't have the number. Maybe I do right here. 162927. This is the princess of all the words and the letters because I've never seen anything that does the cutting and the embossing at the same time. Like, that's just a really cool, fun idea. I can't wait to add it to some of my projects. And I love the idea of just doing them in polka dots and patterns, and, or think of it this way, the papers that you're using for your layout or card, you could come back and cut these words and have it in the same paper. So if you're using that lavender paper, you could do it in that. If you're using the coffee paper, you could do it in that. Like, so many choices. But I love this. Honest to goodness, if I did nothing else but had rainbow paper in these words, I would die a happy girl. Like, this is fun. This is just pure fun. Okay, so we've got the regular letters. We did the hybrid letters. What haven't we tried yet? Oh, let's do some. We did the airplane with the propeller because he's so fun. And what else have we not done? Here's our plate. Oh, you know what? So what I did next, this is the silver foil sheet. And actually, let me show you what it looks like. It's silver cardstock. It truly is silver cardstock. Close to my heart had something that was very, very similar to this. And if you have it, I would say pull it out and try it. This feels, by feel, it feels a little thicker. But boy, I don't know. I'd really have to have them side by side. But I know it was in the clearance sale. If you have some, I would try that first. But this is a heavy cardstock. I would dare to say it's probably a little bit heavier than regular cardstock, which is nice. I mean, it won't crack and do all those things. So silver foil paper, okay? And then we're gonna take, there's a couple of the folders that I really truly believe lend themselves to this silver foil. One of them is called Metal Plate. It's a regular folder. It's a smaller folder. I noticed that some of their folders are, I'm sorry, it's not a regular folder. Look at that. You got to pay attention. This is actually a 3D or two. 3D embossing folders, and that will dictate what plates you use. So I have to pay more attention. I have to learn to read the labels. You can kind of see it when you pick it up because it's thicker. So we're going to throw our paper in. We're going to do this. And then we're going to figure out what our plates are supposed to be. So 3D is 1 and 4. Where's my 4? Let's see what it's going to be like. Okay. It's like a surprise, isn't it? Like every time you do it. And these I didn't do. I literally did. I just took the folders out of the package so that you didn't have to watch me play with them. But okay, ready? Dun da da da. You can tell what it's going to be already. This is the masculine one. Look. OMG. If that's not a truck bumper, I don't know what is. That's brilliant. It looks like a grill plate. Like, so much fun in this. We don't have enough masculine things. This is the bomb. I knew it was going to be good. I saw somebody use it and I was like, oh, it is. It's like we don't have enough of this stuff that we can use for, even if you cut this up and used it as accents on a page, on a card, right? We just don't have enough stuff that looks like men's stuff. How fun. Okay, so this one, hang on, I gotta find it. This one is Metal Plate, and it so is 160766. And that may just help you if you're searching on it to have that little number, but love that. Oh, so geeked. And then there's one other one that I went, oh no, we have to do that. Actually, this one I'm going to try in white and the silver. This one's called Distress Tile. Distress Tile 3D embossing folder, and it is 162189. There's your infomercial. This one to me, I wonder if you could make it look like, it looks like those metal tiles. It has the pattern of European grease metal tiles. Like they do that copper. Sometimes they do copper work like that. And I thought, oh my gosh, like we've got to just see it. I want to see the texture on this. We're going to try it in both. If you guys are game, I'm in. Let's 1 and 4. Look at me remembering. 1 and 4. I didn't have a good grip on my handle. Okay. All right, here comes the surprise. Let's see. I want to see in a white too because I know a lot of times you look for texture without, oh, it does look like the ceiling. It looks like a plastered ceiling. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really, really cool. You could absolutely make this look like that coppery if you did it in a what do you think? Like a light, not teal. It's not that color. Almost, it's Glacier for us. I'm not sure what it is for Stampin' Up. If you were a demo, please tell me. Tell me what color would make this like a copper roof, right? That patinaed color. Or honestly, I've seen it in kitchen ceilings too. Haven't you? Oh, let's do it in metal. Okay, where's our silver? Oh, I wish they had, I wonder if they have that paper in all the metallics. I might have to have other colors. Oh my gosh. Oh, hang on. I don't think I have it straight. Okay. Hold on, because you got to get it going. There we go. Look how smooth it is, though. It really is. I'm very pleasantly surprised. That's why everybody raves about it. I was like, what is the specialness of this? And now I get it. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, you can't make it up, you guys. You cannot make it up. That is phenomenal. Oh, which one do you like? Are you white? Are you team white or are you team silver? Because this one, I don't know. Honestly, I've seen ceilings like both of them. I've seen the old plaster, right? Been gracious enough to go with Close to My Heart to Europe, and they paid for us to go. So I've seen some of this in that old architecture. And then I've also seen this as well. Which one are you? Because that is just crazy good. Wow. Wow. So fun. Okay. I knew it was going to be good. I just didn't know it would be that good. This is, again, that was Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder. So much fun. I knew it was going to be fun. I just didn't know how much fun. Okay. I've got this one set aside, and we're going to do it on white because I know what this looks like, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. This would also be good on pretty much any color. You know when you make something, whether it's a page or a layout or a project, and you just have colored cardstock, and it's just too plain, and you want to add texture, but you're not sure, you don't want it to have a theme, right? Okay, this one is called Eyelet 3D. So this is Eyelet. This is sewing, and that's what it looks like. Ugh. It gives the best. I saw this on a card. One of the Stampin' Up! Artisans had done it. And I was like, oh, how did she get that kind of texture that just jumps off of it? And once I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's mine. That's going on an order. And I think you will agree. And you could take ink to it. There's a million things you could do with it. Okay, ready? It's like a surprise party. Nah, I knew it. Look at how bright that is. Like how deep it is. How it jumps off the page. Let me see if I can get my light so you can actually see that. Isn't that brilliant? Oh, stop it. I just love these. I cannot. Like, you can't put them together because one covers the other, but you get the, stop it. Okay. I truly believe this would be great in any color, on a page, on a card, on any project, because it does not have a theme. It just has that gorgeous texture. Honestly. Okay. Sorry if there's movement and squealing. I just can't. And then this one blows my mind. This one is called Dotted Circles, and it is also a 3D embossing folder, and it's about 5 by 7. So this absolutely, here, I gotta pull it off so you can see it, absolutely could be used on a bigger project. Cardstock, you could make this work on a page by splitting it in half and hiding it underneath a photo. You honestly, some of these are so good. The small ones, the smaller embossing folders, you could stack and use as photo mats. You can use them as added texture pieces, like so much you can do. But these big ones, like those are awesome. Like that's just killer. Okay, so, I have not done this one yet. I have waited because I wanted the surprise. So we have several to do. Look at me. Okay, we're going to do it in rainbow first. Do we want rainbow? Do we want white? Or do we want just some really pretty colors? I don't know. It might be fun in just the rainbow colors. What do you think? Anyone? I can see you there, but I can't really see the comments. Sadly, it's not showing me much. Stampin' Up label up, right? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to go this way. Now, mind you, this one actually does have a pattern. So where you put this piece of paper actually does matter. You said stripes. Okay, stripes it is. We're going. I'm going to put it in the middle. I don't know, because you know me and I'm fairly symmetrical. So I'm a rule follower. Oh, look, it came out. I'm just going to tuck it in. Okay. Now we've got our base. Look at, I've done it so many times, you all are going to know how to do these just based on my having to say it every single time. 1 and 4, do the 3Ds. Look at how easy it is. It really is smooth. I love smooth. Okay, sorry the pop. This is a big one. Look, I can see it already. Oh, that's fun. I don't think that's what I expected, but that's really cool. I like it. You could cut it too. You could cut it in strips and then piece it together across your page. Oh, that looks like raindrops. Oh, that's fun. I almost like this side better. Wow. Dang. I just love texture. I guess I'm just a texture girl. I don't even know. I love that. This is good too, but man. Can you see it? I hope it translates to camera. I really, really do. That's awesome. Okay, and I do want you to see it in white because I've seen it in white the most, and white is actually brilliant. Again, it's just an easy, easy way to add texture. And so often, like we're looking for that, right? We're looking for an embellishment or something to add to dead space, right? To that plain space. And having texture doesn't add theme, right? It doesn't even have to add color. So I love things like this that you can add. Here we go. I've seen this before. I know this is great. Look at that. Is that not crazy? Like, no joke. Like, even the deboss side. Wow. This would be so fun on anything that's, I don't even know. It could be space. It could be sea. It could be beach. It could be glass. It makes me think of milk glass. My grandma used to collect milk glass that was kind of that white. Some of them were white. Some of the pieces were white, but they had the little bubbles on it. That's what it makes me think of. Okay, one more because we have to. Because we have the silver ready for it. We gotta try it. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what it looks like on the silver. It's so deep. Like, I don't know. At some point, does it, you know, kind of go through the paper? I truly don't know. Look, it didn't even pop that time. It's gonna be, oh my gosh, that's so fun. Oh, this silver paper is just killer. I wonder if they have other metallic ones. I have to go look. Can you, that's just so fun. I'm sorry. That's just so cool. And you could use the dies and cut out the circles. You could have rings of these dots. Oh, there's so many possibilities. Like, just so many ideas. Love this one. I knew I would love this one. I had no doubt. I've seen too many things online. This one again is called Dotted Circles, the 3D. It's the giant one. It's 5 by 7. and a little tiny number in the bottom, 163789. And I know it just helps you a little bit. One of you guys asked me to just say the number, would you? And that way, if I'm taking notes or I want to write it down, I can go grab it later. Okay, let me look. I'm scanning my table. We have so many fun. See if I forgot anything. Make sure. Okay, so just a recap. We did the metal plate, which is the bomb. We did the silver paper, the silver cardstock actually. It's definitely cardstock weight. We did the distress tile, which is cuckoo good. We did the eyelet, which is the bomb. Literally, look, you sewed it. How many of you did embroidery when you were younger? Is that aging me? Is that a thing? Did I just say that? How many of you did embroidery at some point? Or maybe you even learned it in school. Oh, raise your hand if you learned it in school. That'll age us all. Okay, dotted circles. This is the giant one that we had to do on all the papers because it's that good. We did I have to look in the back, Full of Life. Designer papers is the one with the lines, dots, more white space design. And then on the back, it has just gorgeous, gorgeous. It almost looked like tie-dye, doesn't it? It has that tie-dye look, which actually would go with, right? I have tie-dye shirts. I have my kids in tie-dye shirts. That would work. Bright and Beautiful is, again, beautiful ombres. And then on the back, instead of the tie-dye stuff, it's a pattern, but in those same colors. So you could absolutely coordinate these together. So layouts, cards, all of these. You think you can't use these 6x6s, but you absolutely can. And then we've got my mini alphabet that I just am in love with. We did a couple sets of letters with that one. It's so good. And oh, the letters in the spot, so I can't tell you what it is. But you can search on mini alphabet. It does the whole thing. 1629. Look, nope. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with it. You'll find it. You'll find it. And then let's go to this side. We've got the airplane. Okay. Are you so proud of me that I made that propeller? Because I was pretty proud of me that I used the little clear packaging for the propeller. And again, these aren't even in the stamp, like they're just standalones, and they do that often with their die sets. The die sets are A, they're huge, and B, they actually give you way more bang for your buck. The circles, you saw the deckled circles the other day. Here is one of their, just a word set. This one's called Wanted to Say, and it has a celebrate. I can't open it because it's going to all fall down. Oh, there you go. Celebrate, happy birthday, the mat and the letters. Super fun, easy, super easy. We've got the box. I still didn't get rid of the stuff. Take your pick. This is the die brush tip. And you can see I was so lazy I didn't even put the tool on it. You can actually just use it like this with your stuff, and it works great. It works super easy. And then, oh, this one, the princess. We literally almost forgot the princess. This is the Thoughtful Moments, and this cuts and embosses. So, so clever. Whoever came up with this, like, I don't know if there's patents on things like this, but there should be, because that is really, really cool. I'm so glad we tried that one. Okay, and then we come all the way back to the beginning. And why is there no, there it is. There's the paper. I'm like, where's the paper? Layered florals. This was actually the first 3D one that caught my eye. I was like, oh, that flower. I don't know how they did that stuff, but that's really cool, right? Like, I don't know how, but I know I need to have it. And this is the front and this is the back, right? So many uses. Again, even if you didn't add color, it just adds texture, right? And here, let me see if I can find the other one. Here is the 3D. And where is the close to my heart one? Just for comparison, because this is where we started at the very beginning tonight. So I hope you had fun. This was a menagerie of all things embossing and die cutting. And my review on this machine is great. I actually really like it. I'm impressed with the sturdy. I'm impressed that it doesn't jiggle all over. I'm impressed how smooth it rolls. I didn't have to work really hard, and I like that. I know sometimes these machines can get stuck and you're really forcing it. My favorite feature hands down, my favorite feature is the idea that they print on the pieces. So I literally do not have to think. And you know how much I don't like to think when I'm crafting. I want the instructions in front of me so I don't have to go look it up. I don't want to Google. I don't want to watch a video. I want to see it right in front of me. And I know some of you are like that too. Like, I'm not alone in this. I like to have the instructions there because this is something that, especially if you don't use it all the time, you just don't remember, right? It's just, so I love that it also comes with everything you need, right? Who wants to get something and then have to go back and get a specialty plate? Like, I love that it all comes. So you can do everything they have to offer in one machine and one package. And it's on sale this month. So if you want to go check it out, I know a couple of our team members have gotten the mini. I didn't get the mini. I haven't seen it yet. I can't review that one. But if it's anything like this, just smaller, then I suspect it's great too. But you can Google this one, the Stampin' Up, the Embossing Cut. You can Google it. It has excellent reviews, truly. And I get it. I get it. It's just a sturdy little workhorse. It does the job in spades. And again, I suspect, if I had to guess, I don't know this, that it's a little bit counterbalanced because this is super, super smooth. Even when the sandwich was tight, I didn't have to work hard. And I know on my old one that I actually damaged this edge on. I forced it. It got smushed out and it was almost caught in the middle because, again, I didn't have instructions or plates that worked with their folders. And this was, of course, new, and I couldn't wait to try it because, you know, when we get something new, we have to try it, you know, instantly. And I did that. And so it was painful in that there was no instructions because the company's gone, but also that there was no balance. Like, I was holding on for dear life and trying so hard to crank it through. And once I got it through, I was like, I smushed the edge, right? And it's still usable, of course, it's fine, but I'm a little sad. And I didn't have one bit of trouble with any of these, right? The only thing we noticed is that the Close to My Heart one didn't work with their instructions, right? But it still was super easy to figure out. I mean, not joking. You watched me do it. It was a piece of cardstock and one less plate, and it ran through just fine. So I don't think this would be hard to, I would imagine there's cheat sheets out there if you have other companies' dies and things that you want to run with it. But wow, what a no-brainer to do with their stuff. Love, love, love the printed instructions. I know someone's going to watch this and go, what? That's your feature? And yeah, actually. I also like you get 2 cutting plates. My other one only has 1, right? I like that because these are going to last a lot longer, that I can flip them over, right? And use them all different ways. That's going to make those last longer. So, okay. I hope you guys have a great time and a great evening, and I will see you next week. Bye.